How you doing, everybody? This is the Lion King. I'm gonna break this down for you. This is gonna be one of my first political view outputs on something that that I believe in, and and I'll get into it later. But I'm going to break this guy down and show you how much of a fucking fool he is, and how much these liberal fucking people and this media is trying to tear everything down without any fucking knowledge of what is actually going on. So let's continue. I'm gonna let you guys watch this fucking idiot go on, this fucking Jimmy Kimmel, and we'll go on with it.
I know you guys are going to find this hard to believe, but a few months ago, after my son had open heart surgery, which was something I spoke about on the air, a politician, a senator named Bill Cassidy from Louisiana, was on my show, and he wasn't very honest. It seemed like he was being honest. He got a lot of credit and attention for coming off like a rare, reasonable voice in the Republican Party when it came to health care, for coming up with something he called, and I didn't name it this, he named it this, the Jimmy Kimmel test, which was, in a nutshell, no family should be denied medical care, emergency or otherwise, because they can't afford it. He agreed to that. He said he would only support a health care bill that made sure a child like mine would get the health coverage he needs no matter how much money his parents make. And that did not have annual or lifetime caps. These insurance companies, they want caps to limit how much they can pay out. So, for instance, if your son has to have 3 open heart surgeries, it can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars apiece. If he hits his lifetime cap of, let's say, $1 million, the rest of his life, he's on his own. Now, our current plan protects Americans from these caps and prevents insurance providers from jacking up the rates for people who have pre-existing conditions of all types. And Senator Cassidy said his plan would do that, too. He said all this on television many times.
All right, we can stop that there. Okay, with that being said, everybody here has to understand. Okay, there's people with no money, no money. Okay, I'm actually one of those people. I have no money. I don't know if there's something physically wrong with me or whatever. I don't use it. I feel guilty for using it. Regardless of the fact is, if I need to use it, I'm going to use that. I don't feel comfortable with it. I'm used to working. I'm used to paying for my health insurance through either my worker or paying my premiums or whatever. I live in New York State, and there's shit to go from. Like there's hardly any choices, especially if you're in a situation like me that I'm in right now. Okay, but this guy's making it look like everybody's in the same boat. Jimmy Kimmel saying 3 heart surgeries. If the kid needs 3 heart surgeries as a toddler, as bad as it may seem, I'm sorry to say, there's something else going on as well, and chances are the kid isn't going to make it, so he's not going to see the lifetime. So therefore, the point is kind of mute. This guy wants to take it and put it on a senator. Okay, we'll get into that later. But the point is he's blaming and putting the blame on somebody. I can't even go on with this. This guy just fucking aggravates me. First and foremost, he's a fucking late night talk show host. Okay, I remember back in the day when late night talk show hosts were there to make you smile. Like I remember Johnny Carson. There was nothing said about politics. Very, very rarely, and we're talking like extremely rare. Nowadays, you got Stephen Colbert. I used to actually like Stephen Colbert when he was on Comedy Central until he went full fucking left wing fucking crazy. Um, I used to like shit. What's his name? The Daily Show. Jon Stewart. Used to like him. I used to like who's the guy on he was on HBO, or he still is on HBO. I used to like him. You know what I'm talking about. I just can't remember his name off the bat. But the point is, these people have brought politics to every format. These left-wing liberals, these liberals have brought the format to every channel. Every channel. No matter what. Whether they're wrong, they're right, they don't care. They just keep going. They're afraid of losing their job. I mean, look at Jimmy Fallon. He had to apologize for being nice to Donald Trump. All right? I'm not full-blown Donald Trump. I agree with some of these things he does. I disagree with some of the things that he does. That's part of politics. It's part of life. Nobody, you got a wife. You don't agree with everything that your wife does. Does that necessarily mean you're gonna fucking bash her? No, you're not. If you care about the person, you're not going to. But the point is, these people have gone so far left. It's just insanity. All right, let's continue the video.
As you present that, I asked, does it pass the Jimmy Kimmel test? Would the child born with a congenital heart disease be able to get everything she or he would need in that first year of life? I wanted to pass the Jimmy Kimmel test.
Okay, so last week, Bill Cassidy and Senator Lindsey Graham proposed a new bill, the Graham-Cassidy bill, and this new bill actually does pass the Jimmy Kimmel test, but a different Jimmy Kimmel test. With this one, your child with a pre-existing condition will get the care he needs if and only if his father is Jimmy Kimmel.
And that people is a retarded fucking comment. He's trying to make a joke about something serious that he's trying to make a point of to get his audience to laugh, to grab them over. You notice that none of his audience has been laughing? The only thing he got was a oh out of it. This guy is a goddamn paid fucking propagandist. Continue on.
Otherwise, you might be screwed. Now, I don't know what happened to Bill Cassidy, but when he was on this publicity tour, he listed his demands for a health care bill very clearly. These were his words. He said he wants coverage for all, no discrimination based on pre-existing conditions, lower premiums for middle-class families, and no lifetime caps. And guess what? The new bill does none of those things.
Show me proof there, buddy. Show me proof. I want to see a citation on your shit. Oh, that's right. You don't have one. This is shit you're making up. I want to see the clip. You got a clip for everything else. Let me see that clip. Continue on there, Jimmy fucking asshole.
Coverage for all? No. In fact, it'll kick about 30 million Americans off insurance. Pre-existing conditions? No. If the bill passes, individual states can let insurance companies charge you more if you have a pre-existing condition. You'll find that little loophole later in the document after it says they can't. They can't.
What about the loophole for Obamacare? You fucking idiot. What about the loophole for that? You can't find that one, can you? Well, I'll explain that one to you. First and foremost, my girlfriend lost her job. She got laid off. Applied for Obamacare. Got Obamacare, okay, while she was off work for 3 months. Then she comes back, okay, gets another job, doesn't realize that she has to go through all the formalities of canceling that out. And guess what? On tax reform day, when she filed her taxes, or rather, I'm sorry, she got fucking penalized on her taxes $600 and some odd fucking dollars for doing nothing. All because of the system. So how many other people did that happen to? Saying, because Obama's saying that there's only so much unemployment. Bullshit. I don't know what fucking area he lives in. Oh, well, apparently he doesn't live in Chicago. Oh, that's right. You know, the murder capital of the fucking world at this point. That in Baltimore. Because he cares so much about black people. People make me sick.
Can and they will. But will it lower premiums? Well, in fact, for lots of people, the bill will result in higher premiums. And as far as no lifetime caps go, the states can decide on that too, which means there will be lifetime caps.
Yeah, that's called back into the states, you fucking idiot. This is the problem we're having. We have like fucking I have one provider that's worth shit in this fucking New York State economy. Everything else is garbage. And that's it. That's all I get. It's a fucking handout. You're a dumbass, dude.
In many states. So not only did Bill Cassidy fail the Jimmy Kimmel test, he failed the Bill.
Fuck the Jimmy Kimmel test. Who are you to do the test with? Are you like the king of all kings or some shit? Are you like the one that gets to wait, that's right. You think that you can manipulate everybody into believing your fucking ideals and ideologies. You're a fucking scumbag. Fuck you. Go fucking rot in hell.
Bill Cassidy test. He failed his own test. And you don't see that happen very much. This bill he came up with is actually worse than the one that, thank God, Republicans like Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski and John McCain torpedoed over the summer. And I hope they have the courage and good sense to do that again with this one, because these other guys who claim they want Americans to have better health care, even though 8 years ago they didn't want anyone to have health care at all, they're trying to sneak this scam of a bill they cooked up in without an analysis from the Bipartisan Congressional Budget Office. They don't even want you to see it. They're having...
What do you mean they don't want you to see it? They've already proven it. Holy shit, there's people that in states that they don't even get health care because the healthcare providers are dropping out because they're not getting anything out of it. Apparently you don't understand how this shit works. There, Kimmel. You want the Kimmel test? I'll give you the Kimmel test. Look into the shit and give citations. Give me proof. You don't. You just spout out the mouth to your people that fucking believe everything that comes out of your fucking... You're worse than fucking Antifa, man. Because you have a fucking national platform. You are fucking a goddamn disgrace.
One hearing, I read the hearings being held in the Homeland Security Committee, which has nothing to do with health care, and the chairman agreed to allow two witnesses, Bill Cassidy and Lindsey Graham, to speak. So listen, health care is complicated. It's boring. I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it. Well, you're talking about it to a nation that watches your shit. I don't watch your garbage because you're a fucking scumbag. For fuck's sakes, you were fucking married to Sarah Silverman. There you go. Enough fucking said. Look at Sarah Silverman. You were married to that fucking scumbag. Do you get what I'm saying, people?
Details are confusing, and that's what these guys are relying on. They're counting on you to be so overwhelmed with all the information, you just trust them to take care of you.
Well, it's perfectly perfectly noticeable that you are obviously overwhelmed and you're just spouting shit. And this must have been what the fucking protester or the fucking goddamn producers told you to fucking talk about tonight. How can you fucking sleep at night, you fucking dirt stick? You're a fucking scumbag.
But they're not taking care of you. They're taking care of the people who give them money, like insurance companies, and we're all just looking at our Instagram accounts and liking things while they're voting on whether people can afford to keep their children alive or not.
Yeah, the middle class is giving them money. How much are you giving? You got all this money. You're so fucking worried about donate, motherfucker. I guarantee you don't donate shit. You don't give anything to anybody. Period. But yet you're gonna sit here and fucking moan, gripe, and bitch about it. You're a fucking loser, Kimmel.
Most of the Congress people who vote on this bill probably won't even read it. And they want us to do the same thing. They want us to treat it like an iTunes service agreement. And
Kimmel, they've been doing that for years. It's called the Democratic Party, you dumb fuck.
this guy, Bill Cassidy, just lied right to my face. Do you believe that every American, regardless of income, should be able to get regular checkups, maternity care, et cetera, all of those things that people who have health care get and need?
Yep.
So yep is what?
Yep, he just said yep. That's a yes. Some people say yep. Some people say yes. I say, hey, man, you're a fucking numbnut, bro. God, I wish someone get off the fucking air, dude. You're fucking sickening.
Washington for nope, I guess. And I never imagined I would get involved in something like this. This is not my area of expertise.
It's not your area of expertise, but yet here you are on national television spouting your garbage, acting like it is your area of expertise. That's what I fail to understand. You are acting like you know everything about this, but yet at the same time you're saying you don't know shit about what the fuck you're talking about. Take that in for a minute, people. This is what he's saying. On to this fucking retard cuntbag.
My area of expertise is eating pizza, and that's really about it.
Then stick to fucking eating pizza.
But we can't let him do this to our children and our senior citizens and our veterans or to any of us. And by the way, before you post the nasty Facebook message...
Of course he throws the veterans in, because I'm sure the fucking Democrats cared about veterans. Come on, man. As ESPN commentators would say, come on, man. You're making a fucking fool out of yourself. To anybody with a fucking brain, you're a fucking idiot.
Message saying I'm politicizing my son's health problems. I want you to know, I am politicizing my son's health problems because I have to.
But yet you know nothing about what's going on, but you're politicizing it. Which one is it there, Jimmy? Which one is it, Kimmel? Come on. You're politicizing it. Think about what you're saying. Yeah, your son. I'm sorry for your son's fucking complications. But the point is, you just said you had no fucking clue. Now you have a clue, and now you're politicizing it. So basically, you're talking out your ass.
My family has health insurance. We don't have to worry.
Oh, and didn't he say earlier that this isn't something that he wanted to talk about? I don't know. Maybe I have to rewind that and put the clip in. I don't know. Once I get better at video editing, I'll do that. I'll put that stuff in just to make him look like a fucking dildo, because that's what he is. A fucking standing dildo for the goddamn Democrats, probably getting paid to do this speech. Ugh. This guy makes me sick. And I'm not so far fucking right wing. I'm in the middle. I'm not a conservative. I'm not a liberal. I believe both sides. Some have good ideas. Some have bad ideas. Whatever. But the point is, this guy is being paid, and it's just like Jimmy Fallon, or whatever the fuck his name is. These networks are controlling these people. This is why I don't watch this shit, and I don't care anymore. I do care about what they're saying, because I think it's influencing people, but it's fucked up.
Worry about this, but other people do, so you can shove your disgusting comments where your doctor won't be giving you a prostate exam once they take your health care benefits away. It's unbelievable. Somehow
you got to work for health care. Don't you understand? Apparently he doesn't understand. If you work, you have health care. If you don't, you don't. And there shouldn't be a fucking free handout. If you want to live like a scumbag, you should not get free fucking health care. Plain and simple. That's why you go to the hospital and you get taken care of. And at that point, yes. But you shouldn't get free fucking handouts. Holy shit, man. Next thing you know, he's going to be talking about illegal immigrants fucking being oppressed.
Japan and England and Canada and Germany, France, they all figured healthcare out. And don't say they have terrible healthcare, because it's just not true. This is a bad bill. But don't take my word for it. Here are just some of the organizations that oppose this Graham Cassidy bill. The American Cancer Society, the American Diabetes Association, American Heart Association, American Lung Association, the Arthritis Foundation, Cystic Fibrosis, the ALS Association, the March of Dimes, Multiple Sclerosis Society, Children's Hospital of LA. Basically, any group you've ever given money to thinks this is a bad idea.
Yeah, and why don't you do the research on how much money you donate to those people that actually does anything with it? Look at the overhead costs, where you got like 3-4% that actually goes towards it. Everything else is just proper fucking ganda. Okay? I worked on myself personally. I worked for an organization. I worked for the Shriners, for the burn hospitals. Okay, they got, if you donated $7, $10. I'm sorry, if you donated $10, only 7% at that time, and this was back in 95, 96, only 7% of what you donated went to what you actually donated towards. Okay? The rest of the money went into the pockets of the Shriners, the head people, and everything else. And they didn't even want to pay their employees. That's why I left. Because I was supposed to get a 7% commission. Guess what? I never seen a dime of it. I was told explicitly not to tell people on the phone how much of a percent went to what they were actually donating towards. I was told this by the boss. Fuck these people and fuck those associations.
You trust them or do you trust him? Okay?
And then they pick a goofy picture to show up. Dude, I could make so many goofy pictures of you if I wanted to all fucking day long. You're a scumbag.
So if this bill isn't good enough for you, call your congressperson. That's the number. It'll go to your congressperson, wherever he or she is, 202-224-3121. You have to do this. You can't just click like on this video. Tell them this bill doesn't pass your test. And Senator Cassidy, you're on my show. You seem like you're a decent guy. But here's the thing. Nobody outside of your buddies in Congress wants this bill. Only 12% of Americans supported the last one, and this one is worse. Right now, there's a
Where is that? Cite that. Please cite that for me. Where do you get the 12%? Because guess what? I guarantee it's a lot fucking more. Oh, well, that's right. You're probably one of the ones that thought Hillary was a fucking shoo-in. And then when it didn't happen, you cried like a baby and cuddled with your pillow. Did you call fucking Sarah Silverman up again? Because you two could have cuddled that night. I'm sure there would have been tears all night long. That would have been a sight to see. On to the video.
Bipartisan group of senators working to improve the health care system we have. We want quality, affordable health care. Dozens of other countries figured it out. So instead of jamming this horrible bill down our throats, go pitch in and be a part of that. I'm sure they could use a guy with your medical background. And if not, stop using my name, okay? Because I don't want my name on it. There's a new Jimmy Kimmel test for you. It's called the lie detector test. You're welcome to stop by the studio and take it anytime. All right?
Yeah, I'll take a lie detector test with you. I'll take a lie detector test with you any day of the fucking week. Give me an interview there, fucking cocksucker. Look at the look in his eyes. He didn't want to politicize anything, but yet that's what he did for his fucking segment. What a fucking scumbag.
Where are you at? Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. If you like that, click the subscribe button below, and good things will happen forever.
Yeah, I'll click something. That'll be like me clicking your tank. Maybe I don't know. Maybe getting you back with your scumbag, pukey, fucking Sarah Silverman scumbag ass. You're a dirt stick. All right, people, I'm gonna end it with this. I can't take more of the scumbag. I did long enough. Didn't really want to do a video this long, but yeah, I kind of think I had to. This is my first one. Might need to edit it. I might not. But if you like it, give a thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down it. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, America, this is the type of shit we got to deal with. This fucking scumbag who's on live television propaganding. If he was right in any way, I'd say, yeah, he's right. He's got some, generalistic good comments. But this fucking guy's a fucking scumbag. Yeah. How can a guy come on TV and say, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to go on anyways, and then influence a bunch of people who don't fucking pay attention, who aren't plugged in like we are, and then sit there with that smug look on his fucking face. I'd like to smack the shit out of him. Come here. Ow. Fucking Rory the fuck out of you. Yeah, so subscribe, like, whatever. It was good talking to you people. I hope to come out with more. I don't know if I could do this guy again, but okay. Have a good time, guys. I'm trying to stop, but yeah. Take it easy. Peace out. Don't watch this retard.